Kingdom built on high, but rust and ruin stain the sky. Chains are breaking, ghosts arise, whispers carve through shattered minds. Watch the fall, hear the cries. Truth is lost and it'll divide. Open, prison burns, shadows move and tables turn. Jack walks free, his fate unknown. Darkness whispers, seeds are sown. Oswald hunts, but walls collapse. Secrets bleeding through the cracks. Gabriella falling fast. The 055 won't hold, won't last. Deep, but none are named. Lost in shadows, lost in lies, past and future sacrifice. In the dark we hear the call. Ulduvai will burn and fall. Ulduvai. Ulduvai.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Slums, dreamed of light where only shadows hung. Joined the ranks with thoughts ablaze, but darkness met him in government haze. Evil he saw hidden in plain sight, couldn't change it despite his might. He watched Puck fall to this cursed plight. Sorrow etched deep in the dead of night.
Hello there, good sir. How are you?
Resist. Mysteries twist yet secrets bind.
I do find it funny how Amos' song is so different than everyone else's.
Well, had I been thinking, I would have asked what everyone else was doing. But, I mean, I fit the theme. It's Amos that didn't.
No, I mean, I just wanted what your character, so it fits. Gaston's... I think everyone's fits pretty good.
Yeah, that's fair.
When I asked about Snad's, I got piano. So I'm like, alright, piano.
If you think about it, traveled for his entire life. As big as piano was an oddity. Of course, you have it.
Oh, it works. I think everyone's works perfect. I do think Snad has the coolest, like, still. Like, I like everyone's art, especially that was redone through the AI thing, but Snad's just looks like he's a man on a mission. He's about to beat someone to death with his staff.
He does. He really does.
Yeah.
Grongolkon looks like he just got done beating someone to death.
Always. I always have.
That's what happens when you stand in his way.
Well, coincidentally, I do have something that I can start with you guys. If these other two are late, we can just do that. But we'll wait the 2 minutes.
Okay.
Since you're slightly later to this, every character, so like if you're on Snad's, if you go to Amos's, you can hear Amos's song. Grongolkon, you hear Grongolkon's song. Gaston, you hear Gaston's song. The main city map also has what I like to think is intro music, but we'll go to that later.
When does my song drop? On the 15th? On YouTube?
I think it's the 15th, yeah.
Okay.
I think Amos's has the most views so far.
No, it's Tony's now, because I listened to it like 30 times.
Tony's song is great.
It is. I was
I
checking
think
the
for
analytics.
a while it was one of Jammin's actually, which I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, it was Don't Dare Twaddle.
Oh, was it Twaddle and Consternation?
It was, yeah. It still has 43. Oh, actually, no. I Am the Show remastered as a new top one. I mean, we're talking 45 views here, but like, hey, that's a big deal.
Still fun.
It is. I think it's funny because it doesn't show that I'm listening to a bunch of the music. So it shows everybody's in like Colorado and stuff, and it's like, nope, it doesn't show Canada.
That's funny. Oh, I added some more things to the calendar, other than just the Howling Circuit. Jammin has a concert that's actually today. You guys got everything with the Beast.
Oh, is that the Ember voice?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I called today's episode. Episode 1.
Oh, nice.
Episode 1.8, the Ember voice.
That kind of works.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll say it's a little different. All right. Well, I'm just gonna start with you two because I have stuff planned for you two anyway. So, y'all ready?
Yes, I am.
All right. As a reminder, what you guys did last night, you dealt with a bunch of. Well, you went on a race, and you guys succeeded. There was a lot of tomfoolery. People cheated. Some people got caught cheating. Other people, they were cheating so poorly that no one cared. I'm talking about the two that decided to pick up their sled and run across the track. But you guys actually won. It was Snad and Grongolcon ended up winning. I think Snad was blind for like half the race. But
The whole
The
race.
entire race.
Yep.
You guys went and Grongolcon asked you, Snad, if you were willing to go check out on his mom. And, well, in short, the story went from pretty jovial to very serious and sad. Snad, with your capabilities in medicine and your religious faith, you were able to figure out that she's currently dealing with withdrawals, and the withdrawals are only going to get worse. You did figure out you might be able to make something that can assist with her withdrawals, maybe make it a little easier from cold turkey, maybe help her survive, because there is a chance of her dying, coming off of Mamiya, at least as heavily as she was on it. But you're going to need the drug itself. So you went back to go meet with Grongolcon's contacts in the Crescent Moons, which is a subtle gang, nowhere near as powerful as the major gang factions in the city, but has been on the rise. You met with the leader, who's Grongolcon's childhood friend, Tony, and he told you that he had a lead on the where the Mamiya is, because one of their safe houses got, well, raided by the forces of the Shear, which is the main gang that's been flooding the streets with this horrible drug. Tony kindly yet forcefully told you that you need to go to sleep and deal with it in the morning. Reminded you of your father's funeral in a couple of days. And that's about where we left off with you two. You guys are able to hang out at the hideout of the Crescent Moons, which is this apartment building, more or less, that was refurnished and refortified to be a base of operations for this smaller gang that's up against David and Goliath kind of aspects between these different gangs in the city. With that in mind, what do you guys do when you wake up?
The first hour is getting my spells.
And then my first hour will be, I'm going to say it out loud because we're going to post this. What Grongolcon used to do was, on the way in to meet everybody for the first hour or however long it took, he would go around and meet up with the people around town and help them with their little problems, or like stop petty crimes from happening, or like little like heroic things on the way in, basically. So now he's doing more or less the same thing, but because he's seen as maybe a little bit more of a leader than he was before, it's more or less of like him kicking kneecaps and more just giving dirty looks to the guys that are doing the stuff they shouldn't be, and most of the time they stop. Maybe not always, because it's not always in where he's like has influence or whatever, but still doing the same thing he's always done, really. Helping old ladies cross the road and whatnot.
What time do you guys wake up?
I'm assuming, regardless of when we wake up, we'll have assumed to be full rested or whatever. Same time everyone else wakes up to get the morning started.
Yeah, nothing too early, nothing too late.
Okay, so we'll say like around like 6:30 in the morning, something like that. Snad, you're taking your hour to do whatever you need to do to however you worship your god, to get your spells ready and everything. Going through your holy book, or just straight up praying, facing where the sun comes from and such. Grongol Khan, you come downstairs. So this, as I said, apartment building has basically walls were taken out and things were changed, so it was more fortified. And you come downstairs. You see Tony sitting, not really sitting. He's kind of leaning on one side as he's stirring a pot, trying to get food ready for the members of the gang. At least the ones that are staying there, as well as the desperate that he's taken into this place to try to help him out.
I'm assuming there's another apron in the kitchen somewhere. Or some whatever.
You're assuming there's aprons, but yeah.
Okay, well, I take whatever tablecloth is available and use it as an apron, and go and give him a hand making food for everybody. And as I walk up, I say, well, we gotta be in a bad way if they're making you make food.
Grongol Khan, it is, you know me. I wish to help out however I can. I keep on sending Tabby out, and it's a lot easier to get out of bed if I promise to make her food and I don't hurt as bad, so I make breakfast every morning now.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yes. But, no, it helps. There's lots of people who've been... They need to eat. Can only do so much, especially after the other night. Like, don't know if I told you, but I know I told you a little bit, but... We did lose a few people from the Shira's attack.
Who'd we lose?
Yeah, a couple of new recruits. It was just going to be things for disposal, so I didn't have it too well guarded. I didn't think people would rate it as well as they did.
Yeah, we'll have to keep in mind how valuable this stuff is going to be, because we're kicking it out of the streets, I think. The more we get rid of it, the more people are going to get desperate for it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the bright side, I do not believe they figured out their dead drops. So, we should be able to continue on that.
Good.
I did want to warn you, though. If you and your friend Snad are going... Snad was from your group, yes, that had your friend Puck who passed?
Yeah.
Shame he hasn't helped out earlier, but you said he's busy with something else, something more important?
He's got his own stuff going on, so he's helping out where he can and when he can, but he's, that cat, that Tabby doesn't like, had his guts ripped out, so he's been kind of helping him get back on his feet, let's say.
Well, I mean, if they ever need food, they can come down here. I'll try to help. I'm not as good cook as Cassandra, but I try to help out our people. They've helped us.
I'll make sure he knows that.
Good.
Thanks, man.
Oh, you are my brother, Gokuka. But I do think we should wait. I do have some information for when Snad gets here, if you guys are going there.
The eggs are burning. The eggs are burning.
Oh!
Sorry, you were saying about something about information we need?
As that happens, I believe, Snad, you smell the eggs and just pot of grog, basically. As a halfling, you're obviously hungry, so I'm assuming you come on down. You see a sight of a orc and a goblin struggling to try to put out fires to make sure the food is still edible. What would you like to do?
I would jump in and help them.
Okay. You guys assist in saving most of the food. As soon as it's done, Tony would turn to the both of you. I want to warn you before you go and deal with this. If you think we need some of this Mamiya to help the people who are addicted, I think it might be a trap. It is odd that we were able to find it so quickly. I think that one or more of the Shearer's lieutenants will be there. When you get there, if the biggest lieutenant that's down there is probably One-Shot Vane, make sure your positioning is good. He is a dangerous man. He's known for one shot as a reason. Very brutal.
Have I heard of One Shot?
Roll society or a military lore.
It is almost certainly a trap.
Warfare, you mean?
Yes, warfare.
Okay. Oh, I should have did that blind, sorry.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Make private. There we go. I think, does that work? Reveal to everyone? I don't know. I didn't roll it properly, but anyway.
No, he's not a lot of people know about him. Yeah, you know that One-Shot Vane is... Well, he's known for traps. He's a mercenary. He's been working for the Shear for a while now. The money keeps coming, so he keeps on working. He's not known for being someone who's bought. He shoots, and he shoots well.
What ancestry is he?
That's the thing that's odd. No one's seen him without his mask. He is a larger fellow. He has... When people look at him and his chin, his face suffered some sort of accident where he doesn't really have lips anymore. His face is screwed up. Whether that means he's undead is rumors that goes along because the Shear tends to work with undead.
Mm-hmm.
Or if he's something else. He wears these odd goggles that have a large eyepiece in the center. Some people think that he's a Cyclops. He's not known for being very talkative. He's known for going in, becoming brutal, bodies fall, and leaving.
So he uses a gun, or does he use melee?
He uses a gun.
And
he's a large, with your check, you definitely know, he's a large creature.
Mm-hmm.
He has what he would consider be a pistol, but for everybody else would be considered a cannon.
Okay. And you said he uses like snares and traps and stuff?
Most of the traps that you've heard with him using is stuff like magical glyphs, pressure plates, old-fashioned tripwire.
Okay.
Stuff like that. He has... That's all you get with that check.
He's got old-fashioned traps, not the new-fashioned snare traps. Gotcha. All right.
While you guys are having that conversation, we will jump over to our younger, well, we'll just say taller team of the young Gaston and the not as young, but still decently young Amos. You guys wake up in the morning. It's like 6:30, almost 7 o'clock, somewhere in there. You guys are supposed to go meet Gronglekan and Tony. What do you guys do in the morning?
I think I need medical attention. I don't think I'm well to meet anybody today.
From what? What could you possibly...
I don't know, but could you speak a little quieter?
You have a hangover.
No, I haven't been hanged. I think I'd remember that.
How much did we drink last night?
I just had that glass of beer over there. You called it rum beer?
That's right. You had a lot of rum. So I guess I'll make you some a hangover cure for breakfast, and then we'll go ahead and I need you today, buddy. We gotta go.
Okay. We're gonna go somewhere quiet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll a deception check for that? Because we are absolutely not going anywhere quiet.
I don't think I'm perceptive enough to
Okay.
be aware I'm being lied to at the moment.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I guess I would just try to nurse him back to whatever working health he can get to in a few minutes and head out to see GK. We don't, unless you need any information right now, I don't think I do.
Is there anything specific that the two of you would like to do on your way over to the Crescent Moon's territory?
Not particularly.
Gaston?
No, I'm just like walking down, like. So I don't have a good sense. I like picture a fairly high fantasy but like carts are the biggest, like fastest vehicles around. Well, but so sorry. Where I'm going with this is he's like walking down like the middle of the road, just like looking around on both sides of him, kind of like dead center down the road, and like drivers coming by have to like get his attention, or like he has to be pulled out by Amos or something of the way of like oncoming vehicles. But I imagine there's not like car equivalents moving fast enough that would be very dangerous.
No, especially not in the second core. It's a very congested area. Think like, I'd say more like Victorian London, I guess, of just how crowded and dirty it is in the second core.
But nothing moving faster than like horse speed.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys
just to double check, where were we meeting them?
So you guys are
Sorry,
currently at your apartment, which is over here. They're
Yep.
in Crescent Moon's territory, which is over here.
Yep. Okay.
Their base is actually that one right there. Yeah, you guys start to head through the city. You make your way past the different stuff within the city. You hear different criers talking about events that have happened in the city over the past couple of weeks and months. The more north on the map that you go, closer to the crescent, the more destitute and poor things become within the city. You go from seeing busy streets, people down on their luck, hard times, a lot of work, to more homeless, more people wrapped in cloths, just holding children, beggars. At certain areas about where you're at, Amos, you see the women of the night and men of the night. The city goes for whatever they can get at this point, returning home. Some of them are dressed in finery, though you know and can tell it's more of an illusion just for their work as they return home, going to their different families and family members. You see a lot more people that are on different types of drugs, mostly Mamiya, just sitting on the street, sitting on the side. As you slip into Crescent territory, and you get decently close to where you would be meeting Snad and Grongolcon. They didn't actually tell you precisely where you were going to meet them.
So we just have to wander around the streets for a little while? Is that what I'm getting?
Well, what I'm saying is, as you are starting to get closer and closer to the Crescent areas, you're able to figure out. Well, let's find out, actually. Please make me a society check or a Crescent lore check.
That's the thing I'm good at.
Okay.
Oops, I
Yeah,
forgot.
you got a
forgot to.
pretty decent idea of where the base is, because Grunkle Khan, I believe, mentioned to you they were Crescent Moon stuff. So you get decently close. You're about a block away, and you see a lot of things going down this street. There's a lot more homeless, as I said before. Gaston, your higher perception, you're able to notice a few oddities in the street. Some of these homeless, there's something off about them. I don't know how Gaston knows too much about people who are as destitute on different drugs, the differences between people who are just down on their luck and people who are just living in this crazy nightmare. But you do notice that there's a lot more augmented people down here. They're definitely destitute and homeless and all of that. But for every, we'll say 5 or 6 of the people who look like they're on Mamiya, like the lady I showed you a second ago, there's maybe one person who's augmented, like they got a robotic hand or they have a weird clockwork gear coming out of their head or on their chest or something like that.
And that's like expensive body modification.
Yes.
Okay.
And the only other thing that kind of sticks out is there is a slightly smoldering fire and a crowd of people over to your west.
Okay.
You think if you continue forward, you hear someone talking, not quite yelling, but talking. And as you get to that point, you notice a man, Gaston, if you're inspecting that, not any of the other stuff.
Let's smoke this fire, so to speak.
There's a small smoldering fire and about 12 or so people standing around this man. The alley stinks of old rain and desperation. It's the kind of place where the city's forgotten drift together like lost souls. The man stands in the shadows, his back against a crumbling brick, his voice a whisper that snakes through the filth and filaments of light spilling from the streets beyond. You see it, don't you? His eyes darting at all the different faces that gather before him. His hollowed cheek workers, beggars. There's even a woman clenching a child wrapped in rags. This city's falling apart, and they act like it's just bad luck. The fires from the Crescent, just an accident, they say. The war in the skies, just politics, they say. The prison breaks of the most dangerous minds set loose, and they just shrug. No, it's not coincidence. It's chaos. It's a pattern. Someone, something is pulling the strings. Every time a fire burns, it erases the truth. Every war, every assassination, every vanishing man in the night. It's all a part of the same game. The same game they've been playing since the first core itself lifted from the ground.
Game is that, mister?
He steps closer to you as you say that, his eyes wide, gleaming with feverish intensity. They need you to believe it's random. They need you to think it's just the way of things. But it's not.
Doing it
This
intentionally.
city is a body and they've been cutting away the pieces, replacing them with rot, twisting the bones so no one remembers what it was meant to be. That is the game, young man.
What was it meant to be? Can we remember?
It's far too long ago to remember exactly. At what
Were you
point?
there?
It was before even my time, young man. But I do wonder on many things. And the deaths no one talks about. The ones they don't get investigated. They're the ones that matter the most. They're the ones who remembered. They're the ones who knew something. The ones who saw too much. And he turns and he looks at you, Amos. Just like you. Right now.
What? I'm
But
sorry,
fear
sir,
not.
but you're not making any sense at all.
He does
Fear
know a
not.
lot.
Fear not, lost sheep. There is a way out. There is a way to see before they blind you completely. He has always seen. He has never stopped watching. You call me mad, I don't make sense. That's 'cause I only see a fraction of what he has shown. I
Who's
won't
he?
say his name. I knew you were going to ask that. I won't say his name. You're not ready.
He knows
young
the
man.
future.
Not
It would
yet.
appear so, young master.
He knows what we're gonna ask before we do.
Riddle me this. And he looks back over to Gaston. Will you pay attention for when the next fire rises? When
I
the
don't
next
like
body
that.
falls in a gutter? When the next riot starts for reasons no one can explain? Will you remember this moment?
Well, I'll remember.
You know where to find me.
No, I don't.
Right here. You found me now.
You don't move from here?
Do you
Okay.
live here?
Do you need food?
Do you know where we are? The destitute. Okay. Other than you two, the other people around here seem very intent on what he is saying. And around this point, it has been some time. I would believe that Grongol Khan and Snad have waited long enough trying for you guys and have gone walking about. This is less than a block away from where you guys are staying. So I would assume that why is time not? Oh, because I'm paused. That's why. Okay. I would just assume that you guys are able to find all of this quickly.
Can I do one thing with that really quickly?
Yeah.
As we're walking into the scene, I'm going to toss a copper to a child of some kind and be like, thanks. I told you that there'd be some guy with a lisp walking around with some other kid that like, ooh, ooh.
Come on, he's not that bad.
Well, he's not that bad, but it's noticeable. He's scared of something.
Yeah. You toss it to a child. Make me a quick perception check.
Sure.
It's just a little kid with gleam in his eyes as he takes the coin and runs away. As the kid runs away, he points over to the corner over here and says, "They're with the military man and the crazy old man."
Okay. I will not be a savage. I will walk on the streets. Pathways. Snad, you coming?
Yep.
There we go.
As you guys are walking, the old man continues.
He tells the truth. What is your name, young man?
Gaston.
Oh, very fascinating name. What about you, sir?
And he looks towards the one man here who seems more out of place than everyone else. He has one leg. He is in a military uniform, though it has seen better days. Snad, as you walk up, you recognize this man. The man looks over to the old prophet, or at least the old man with the beard, and he goes, "My name is Johnny. Most people just call me Johnny. Most people call me Johnny. Johnny K."
Oh, yes. Have you been lied to? Have they offered you something and the truth taken? Your hopes, your dreams, what you care for stolen? Like so many of us here?
The man pauses, and he looks over at you, Snad. And he pauses for a second, his eyes linger. Yes.
I'm sorry, sir. You must have served and sacrificed a lot. Would you care to come with me and talk more later?
I think I would like that.
I'm gonna put my hand on the shoulder of the old man. I've seen him before, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's on the
yeah.
I'm gonna make up a name.
Oh,
Jangseat?
before you forget, I'm called the Pallid Rook.
Yes, Jangseat. Sure you are. Okay. We have breakfast made if you want some food. You know where it's at. Do you need me to walk you over there? Are you okay to get there yourself? You want me to get one of the guys to come with you? Just so you don't forget where you're going?
No. My friend Johnny's gonna help us. We're gonna get there now.
Okay. Do you need some food, Johnny? And I've met this man before, haven't I?
You briefly saw him before the chaos happened. I don't know if you remember him.
I think there's a flash of recognition, but it's one of those things where you don't say anything because you don't know where you notice someone from. So I'm just going to be like, and I'll nod at him. The up chin nod.
It's totally not in the mood, but I'll be like, I tried my best.
Yes. What are you doing here, Snad?
Solving problems. Well, trying to.
Solving problems. You solve problems, hope dies. Don't try not to try too hard. Let's go, Mr. Rook.
Bye. Hope breakfast is good.
Okay, if you guys have nothing else, they'll leave.
Boy, that was just a really weird situation. What is that guy's deal?
He seems like he's worried about something that's going to happen, or is happening.
Yeah.
Is something bad going on?
All
More than
kinds of
usual?
bad stuff. More than usual? I can't say more than usual,
no.
but definitely lots of bad stuff going on. Yeah. Yeah. That's typical, though. More fires than normal.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
Hey, where you going, Gaston?
I'm looking around.
Oh, okay.
There.
Just to go too far. You don't know who's...
Gaston just walks into a homeless man's tent and walks out.
Yep.
Listen, you don't know who's going to be hungry, and you don't know what state of mumia they're on, alright? So just make sure nobody bites you.
I don't want to get bit.
Then don't walk into people's places.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nobody was there.
you're new
was all
here. It's
good.
okay. It's okay. You're alright.
It's still a pretty good rule of thumb that you don't go into places where you're not invited.
I'm just following others around, you know? If
I mean, he's
someone
not a
walks in,
vampire.
I'm
If he's got to go somewhere, he can. But, like,
No, I'm not a vampire. You think a vampire? Oh, no. Vampires
no.
are scary. Vampires are bad news. Okay. What are we doing again?
Well, last night we came here to find some Mamiya to help a friend of mine out with an addiction suppressant. And so the guys I'm working with up here, we had a bunch of Mamiya that we stole from the shear. And apparently the shear kinda stole it back. So I think if you guys are down for a tumble, we're gonna go maybe infiltrate or figure some stuff out about the shear. And they're a blight on everything in the city, in every core. So like if we can kick them out, it's always a good thing. So like I'm probably gonna go roll some heads. Smartly, of course.
Some people don't like the shear.
I didn't hear the buzzer go off. My bad.
That's not at all concerning.
No. Is this hearable?
I think I have line of sight if it's this one.
No, it's not dead. They're unharmed.
Snad and
That's the
Gaston have the. Actually, it's only Snad has the perception that might be able to get it. So Snad, make a perception check.
Anybody could crit though.
I mean, you can all roll. A crit is a crit. Snad doesn't hear anything. Nope.
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 Dun,
Nope.
da, 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 da.
Oh, another guy.
You guys don't hear anything. Keep talking.
Okay. I just hear, plastic cubes hitting a table. Dodecahedrons, I guess.
So I think what's going to happen is we're going to kind of like track the shear down. I kind of know where their warehouse is roughly, and we're going to maybe case them out today, maybe infiltrate tonight if we feel up to it, or tomorrow at some point, depending on when they have the least amount of people there, when we feel safest to go in, that kind of thing. Do we hear this one?
Yeah, at this point, you guys hear a scream as well. Make a perception check again.
No, you're eating. Not time, bud.
Nope. Gronkle Khan, you don't hear anything.
I'm just going to keep talking.
One.
Amos, you're close.
That's
This one
not
is
comforting.
significantly easier. Gaston, you hear a very actually, I don't think you've ever heard of this before. You hear a very odd sound. You hear a weird energy type sound, and then almost like a moan. Yeah, it's odd.
Guys, what
coming
was
from
that
this area.
sound?
What sound?
What sound?
See, I told you we needed to look around. There's something going on over here. Running
I'll
over. Look,
chase after him and take out my weapon, I guess. Oh,
the pause.
Everyone
dances,
use your
you know.
perception for your initiative. Bam, or I'll do it real quick, actually.
Yeah, I rolled it blind.
All right. Gaston, you start running. Before you see a heavily augmented man. One of his arms has turned into like this weird cannon thing, and he is currently beating this homeless man to death.
oh, I don't like that.
Oh. That, man, oh.
It is your turn. I don't know why you're quickened.
Yes. I'm not going to complain, but I think that may have been left over. Sorry.
Go ahead. What you got?
I am going to... Okay. I'm going to attempt to heal... Sorry, I didn't check the range. I might have to run up a little more first.
All of the
but I'm-
tents count as difficult terrain.
Okay. Sorry. I have too many... Okay, yes, I have to run up 15 feet. So I'm going to run up into the middle of the road where I can quickly cast, just start muttering, like, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, and cast healing on the odd-looking homeless.
You cast, what type
Soothe.
of healing is it?
It's soothing. I grace his mind, boosting his mental defenses and healing his wounds. Begins a
Nice.
status effect against mental effects. Then that's
Nice.
3.
Amos!
And I shout, "Hey, they're hurting him!" Or he's hurting
What?
him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, so I can just go through them.
Quit. Only
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's gonna make me do it that way. So where is the odd looking? Here's the odd looking. Okay, way down here. Unhand him, sir. What can we do that has that kind of range? We're going to hit him with the Ray of Frost. Amos extends his hand. A little bit of cold congeals on the front, and he throws this tiny little blue speck that will explode, hopefully. Probably not.
No.
That's it.
Okay. In your turn, please. That person does what they're gonna do. This person is going to stand up, this odd-looking homeless person. She is going to stand up. She sees the things that are going on. She will start to scream like an insane person and jump up and try to jump on top of Amos.
You gotta watch out for people like that. They
No,
got
I
some
don't
stuff
like
going
that at
on.
all.
Strides 10 feet, ignoring difficult terrain, and makes a first attack as the movement action. So she does that. She has a feat that lets her stride up to 10 feet. She leaps out towards you and tries to give you a clothesline, basically. And she misses.
Oh, thank God.
Second attack, she's going to try again. Third attack, she's going to try a third time. She misses all of them. This crazy old lady is just trying to beat on you. Snad, you're up.
Oh, joy. I recognize a Mamiya zombie when I see one. So, what blocks would be difficult terrain? Move here. Say anything. Except do this. There. Good and shot.
Owie.
And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. And your turn. This guy is up. He is going to... Okay, that's what I have to do. Okay. Okay. He's going to... He's already up. He is... for 2 actions, just stare at the man in front of him. Any of you looking who has a reaction to try to see what he's doing may try to see what he's doing. And then he will swing. He starts to scream in the same manner as the crazy old lady. Wow, and he hits. This guy does a lot better.
Oh wow, that's a punch.
Hmm.
This guy punches. That's his turn. Alright, this other guy who's up. Oh, that's not what his name is. I'll fix that.
Is he down?
No.
He's neither half up nor down.
No. There you go.
Mhm.
Alright, he's up. He is going to... He's going to beat him again.
What?
Yeah, he's going to punch him. That is a critical hit.
It sure is.
This guy might be dead. I'm not even going to worry about the rest of it. Yeah, he's dead. His fist goes through the old man's head. Yeah, that's what happens.
He doesn't
he
get any
turns-
mental resistance. I'm kidding.
He turns and looks
Too
at you
soon.
all. And... he is going to turn his cannon arm. It's just within range, I think. Yep, at the crazy old lady. And as he does so, he will yell out, "You are fools! These monstrosities must die!" And he's going to shoot the old lady and critically hit. Hot damn! Can he do his mental yet? Yes, he can. And does 33 cold damage to the old lady. Whoops, that's to himself. One action, two action. So, third action, he's going to try it again at the lowest map, which kind of sucks. Misses by 4. Sad panda. That's his turn. Grongalcon. There is chaos happening.
There sure
What do you
is.
want to do?
I'm going to.
There's a crazy old lady punching Amos who just got blasted with an energy cannon.
This way. So I'm doing a sudden charge, which means I get 2 movements, and then if anyone's within my range at those 2 movements, I can hit them.
Remember, the tent is difficult terrain. Everything with the tent. So 1, 2, 3, 4 spots are.
So
That's just
I
one
did
spot.
1 diagonal for 1 move, and then that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then I can do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right to there. Which brings me right to him.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. You don't kill people in my town, bud, just because people are down on their luck. Doesn't mean you kill them. And,
These aren't people, fool.
I don't get any bonus, but I do get to hit anyway. Ooh, that's a miss.
Missed by 2.
And then I'm going to do Spear Dancer. So I'm going to attempt to hit him again, and then I'm going to step. That's a hit. So I will hit him. And then I will step this way. Will that give me partial cover to if he tries to shoot me from there?
Let me look.
Yep.
Barely, yes.
Okay.
Is it the end of your turn?
I was just looking, and yes.
Okie dokie. Gaston, you're up.
All right. I'm going to look at this guy. Kind of. I don't know exactly how tall this tent is, but I imagine I'm just like barely peering above it, and shout, "You're not one to be talking about being human. You're barely human yourself." And I'm gonna use that as a bon mot attempt. Bon mot.
Okay. Is it It's
I
gonna
have
piss
a,
him off.
I don't have a a macro for it, but if that beats his will DC, he'll take a -2 penalty for will saves.
Yeah, that beats it.
Is there a there?
Just barely.
Just a success.
Just a success. You
Oh,
barely
okay.
got it.
I can't put it on him, but it's at the bottom of that in the
It will.
text. And I'm going to start muttering something that's just real freaky and cast fear on him.
Ah.
Hmm.
What a wise plan, good sir. Critical success.
Wow.
Wow.
I was bumped up from success to critical. Don't feel too
It's
bad.
like he has something for that.
Yeah,
I'm in.
looks like a fighter.
Before I forget, because I think I forgot to do it earlier, all of you start with 1 hero point for this one.
I have 2.
Oh, well, if you had 2 from last time, you can keep it.
Okay. Thanks.
But if you were at 0, you're at 1. Alright, anything else you want to do, Gaston?
That's 3 actions.
Oh, okay. Amos, there's a crazy old lady who just got shot with a cold energy thing. That
Yeah.
I don't.
So,
You might actually know what it is, so.
me as a person or Amos?
Amos. I think
Oh.
everyone knows what it is.
Yeah. So my very first thing would be to, all right, why are you killing people like this? And then I guess the first thing that I would do, that I should have done on the first time, but now that I can see everybody, is the first one will be for. Excuse me. The first one will be for the automaton,
No. Back off.
and the second one
Back off.
will be for the old lady.
Okay. So for the augmented human, acceptable lore is a 24, so you just got it. You didn't get a crit. What do you want to know? You got 1.
I'm not very sneaky. I saw you.
So I guess first of all, just there in general, like, is this person Mamiya crazy?
So the augmented human is a automation construct humanoid. He has immunities, he has resistances, he has saves, he has abilities. You have 1 question. What would you like to know?
Well, let's get some of those abilities, I suppose.
Abilities. Special abilities. It has telepathy. It has it has a thing called unsubstantiated consciousness. So whenever it fails a will save, basically the will saves always go up. And it has impassioned strikes. So whenever it is affected by an emotion effect, odd, it does an extra 1d6 mental damage.
Hey, Gaston, maybe you shouldn't try to piss him off anymore. And what about you said I didn't get the lady, or I did?
You got the lady too. You crit
Okay.
her.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess first and foremost, is she Mamiad?
No,
Is she
she
an
is a
addict?
constructed undead.
Oh. Hey, Grunkle Khan.
Wow.
I don't think these are actually people. I think he's right.
Oh.
These are undead, and I'll point that out. Is it going to cost me an action to point that out?
Mhm.
Okay, I guess that's what I gotta use my third action for. Is to point out stuff. That's it.
Take a hero point, Amos.
Shit.
Alright. It is her turn. I think everyone but Gronkle is going to be able to see this person run in here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She is also screaming like the other ones. Well, actually, she she would go to here, where she can see him. And shout out, "No more of this nonsense!" And she will cast Ray of Enfeeblement on this guy. And he succeeds. So he is now enfeebled 1. Oh, not enfeebled 2, enfeebled 1. Good stuff.
I'm down with enfeebled 2. That's fine.
2 is good.
Alright, move.
3 is
Do
better.
that. So that is her actions. She is a odd-looking woman in a animal mask. It's kind of a weird hodgepodge of something. And as you look at her, because this should have been on before, I just forgot to do it. There are multiple versions of her, as if a mirrored image is on her. And that is her
A
turn.
woman after my own heart.
The crazy lady is going to... She doesn't like that you pointed that out, so she's going to start to beat on you. Miss map. Miss map. Hey! She finally got it. Take
Hero
12
point for
damage,
the
Amos.
old lady.
Hero point for the old lady who's about to die. Alright, Snad. What you got? Good old Snad. He's our man. If he can't do it, no one will be glad. Doesn't really rhyme, but...
It was a good try.
Are you here, Snad?
Yeah.
Doing something.
Well, I tried.
You did.
Now,
Here with your staff.
Oh, I guess Gaston's the only person who can see the rabbit, or the masked lady. Not the
Rabbit?
homeless one.
I saw her run, but that was it.
I punch her in the face.
Ooh, doggy, that hurt.
Hey, we've seen clerics do crazier things.
This guy has one mission, but Gaston has pissed him off.
I get it.
You want odds or evens, Gaston?
Odds. Always. Do I have any,
Evens, lucky you.
Alright.
It glares at you, calls you an idiot, and it turns and starts to turn its gun towards the lady. Oh wait, can it do this? Oh, it can. Instead, it's going to open up unhinge its jaw and launch a thing of mental damage to everyone in that cone. So that's Grongolcon and the lady.
Is that a manipulate or anything action?
It is a mental emotion auditory.
Okay.
So everyone please make that will save. So Grongolcon fails. I can roll it. I know I can. Critically success. That's not what he wanted.
I
Success.
succeed.
So half for you, Grongolcon.
Okay.
Then it is going to... Because that affects map, right? When
Nope.
I do a spell? Oh, it doesn't? Oh, then it's just going to
Not
shoot.
if it's not a spell attack.
No.
Sort of
Sweet.
attack
So
spell.
it's going to shoot her. Critically hit. Hot damn, this guy.
Range attacks do attack of opportunity or reactive strike?
Not anymore, unfortunately.
Not-
Most
thinking it does, my
reloading
bad.
does.
Yeah,
Most
that's the one.
reloading does. But,
Yeah, this doesn't need a reload.
well, that's useful.
I forgot that she has all that crap.
Wow.
Okay, that's his turn.
We're not fighting her.
Yeah, that's yeah. Ooh.
Okay. So,
Wait, she took like 10 damages, 10 cold and immune to mental or something?
because of that thing that I sent you where my range is a square now, I can reach him. Is that correct?
Angle. Yeah,
It's-
because the angle
Yeah.
thing changed in the remaster.
Yes. Okay.
So yes.
So I am going to use my favorite ability, Slam Down. Bam. Just in case everyone wants to know what it is. Attack him, and if I hit him, which I did,
Hit.
I get to roll athletics. I'm going to add my item bonus, and that's all I get for that. To trip him. So that's against his reflex.
You trip him.
Alright, he is now tripped. That's 2 actions. I have 1 more. I heard something happening, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, spear dance my way out. So I'm going to stab him and hit him again at map. Bam. And I will step up here. And go, what's happening now? Who are you?
Gaston! You pissed this guy off and he decided not to attack you.
Yeah. I'm gonna close my eyes, just breathe in deeply, and some of you just hear like just a roaring sound, like a crackling flame that goes, "This is pathetic." And there we are. Like flaming specter of dressed in a fireman's garb appears and just brings a huge axe down on. Oh, hold on, wait. There we are. Her.
Oh,
We are.
where is he? Oh,
He's
I added
adjacent,
him
yes,
over here.
yes.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, you hit. Do your damage to the poor old lady who's done nothing wrong. She's just afraid.
Well, wouldn't
Cuts her
they
in
all be?
half.
And that's 3 actions for me and 1 for him.
Yeah. As Gaston cuts her in half, or sorry, as LaRue cuts her in half and you're this close, you notice that the smell isn't the smell of fresh blood. It's not of charred blood. It's more of a almost like a chemical smell, because I imagine his axe is infused with at least a little bit of flame, even if he doesn't do flame damage. Similar to what, I don't know if you've ever been to a body farm, but it's more of a chemical burning smell. It smells like that. Bunsen burner, kind of, for those of you who haven't gone to a body farm and are normal, unlike me. Amos, what you got? The crazy old lady who was trying to heat you is now dead.
Well, that's quite nice of you. But Gaston, I have questions about this.
Probably later.
So I can't see the other lady. Where did she go? So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to select my token first.
Remember, the tents are difficult terrain.
I went around the. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. At this point, Grongle Khan, who are we fighting? This guy seems to be on the right side. We were killing undead things. And I'm gonna see the lady, and I hope this is the right call.
Well, he hit me, so I just hit him back.
Here, you can have one of these. At the lady.
Oh, okay. All of the damage went through.
As you hit her, you notice how beautiful she is.
She is a beautiful lady in a beautiful mask.
Magic Missile is my focus spell. Is pretty awesome.
Yup.
She is out, and you disgusting fools cannot stop him. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Potentially gone. She has mirror image on her. That
Force
just
bolt
ups
never
the-
misses.
Yes, I was just double checking that. Okay. She sees you guys all lined up in a wonderful little ray. Wonderful little line. So, she is going to cast Lightning Bolt on the Augmented Human and Amos. Well, can she get everybody? Let's see. Just is that technically your square? No. So yeah, she's gonna go for the guy on the and Amos. That's what she's going for. Oh wait, he's on the ground. She's gonna move first and then try to get all of you that she can. 5, 10, 15. She's gonna do that. She's gonna try to get
Those two?
1, 2, 3 of you. Well, she has more movement. Can she get more?
That's 3.
That's 3 of you. I can still get it one more back. Do I have the movement? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's as far as I can go. 1, 2, 3. I only get 3. I was trying to get 4. Oh well. She's gonna get you 3. Please roll a reflex save. Amos, Gaston, and Snad.
Damn it, Snad.
All right.
Oof.
Oh, that's a tweener.
Failure is 4. Amos meets beats.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So the 2 successes take half. Gaston, you take full. That is all of her turn. That one's dead. Snad, you're up. You just got electrocuted.
I got that.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Oh, wait. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, we're good. Never mind. We're good. Because there's no downside, I'll throw... Aww.
Bad panda.
I have one more.
Oh, did you do the 2 action or the 3 action? Oh, sorry. Never mind.
There's only 2 actions.
What else you got, Snad?
The hell? Well, then I'm not going to do that until I figure that out. Oh. 5, 10. So would these 2 right here be difficult terrain?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 25. And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Alright, this guy is going to look over at you, Grunklecon, and you hear in your head, "Stop being a moron," and stands up.
I don't like that he called me a moron.
He still's gonna stand up though. Enfeebled is gone. She went. He's gonna try to move around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, that's where I get it from. Okay, we're good.
And all of his actions. No, he won't do that. He will. I can't get her from there. I think as he's leaving, after he calls you a moron, Grongol Khan, Amos, because you were the next person he saw who actually seemed reasonable. Stop wasting time. Kill her, your friends will kill me. And he starts to flee. I think that's what he will do. Because he can't get her this round, and Grongol Khan keeps beating him, and he doesn't want to die. Grongol Khan, you're up!
Alright, so Amos has attacked this lady, and I'm on the side of Amos, because that's what you have to do. So I'm going to do my feat called...
You also
Rallying
saw her
charge.
attack your sergeant.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
she snapped the shit out of me.
Yeah, she did lightning bolt everybody. So, fun fact: if I hit this attack, everyone gets a little bit of temporary hit points.
Love that.
Bam! Ooh, critical hit.
Oh, nice.
Do we get critical hit points?
Let me check. I think you might get double.
You kill her.
Oh,
That made me feel better.
Yes, much better.
no, you don't get double. But you still have 2 temporary hit points, everybody, because it's within 60 feet of me. So.
Does it get through the mirror image?
Oh, I
yeah.
forgot about that.
It would be downgraded to a regular crit or a regular hit if it hits a mirror image.
I could hear the regret in your voice.
That's a
Nick.
hit.
That's
What?
There's 1d4 on a 1.
It hits.
On a 1 is a hit, so yeah, she's dead.
Cool.
Sweet, didn't matter. I'm still the best.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys like to do?
Well, we're gonna loot the bodies, right?
See, try to figure out what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. See who these people are.
LaRue's gonna start striding off towards where the guy ran to, but then like disappears from everyone's sight.
Oh,
Okay.
well, good luck. See ya.
Are you sending him to follow him?
I'm not sending him anywhere, but I also can't delete the token.
Oh, okay. Okay, as you guys are here and everything is dead, you're out of combat, congratulations. But the combat took a total of 18 seconds, good job. And there's 3 dead bodies on the ground. One is this beautiful lady in a mask. How did you kill her, by the way, Grongol Khan?
Ooh. Well, it was a rallying charge, so I ran up screaming and probably just stabbed her and accidentally stabbed her right in the throat. I don't think I intended to immediately kill her running up. I was just like, well, she fucking attacked my friends. Yeah! And it just went in her throat, and I was like, oh. That happened.
Okay. What are you all doing?
Questioning who the fuck was that guy back there with the axe that just disappeared? I think it was an axe.
I think we're checking the bodies for clues mostly at this point, because Buddy ran off. And we could try to catch up to him, but like...
Okay, more specifically, we'll start with Gaston. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah, I'm looking at like
One body here, one body here, one body here. This body down here, to the south of you, is the one where he put his fist through his head.
Yeah.
The one down here is the one I believe Amos killed.
No, LaRue killed that.
LaRue
Yeah, I
killed
didn't.
half.
Yeah, I was.
And this
Didn't
one
get
on
a chance
Grongol
to.
Khan impaled the lady through the neck by accident.
I'm gonna look at the one I healed. Like, I want to see kind of like who these people are, and if there's like, were they just here, or were they like kind of like infiltrating in some way?
Yeah. Make me a medicine check.
Sure.
While you do that, Snad, what are you doing?
Wondering who this LaRue guy is.
Yeah, you saw this fire ghost thing come up and cut this other homeless person in half, and then ran away and disappeared after the other guy.
Not like leaving, but like going, like trying to see him.
Yeah,
Make
you
sure
can start to
he's-
chase after him. Do a survival check.
Not
Amos.
chase, but like come here and like look and like, do I see him? Did he actually fuck off? Fuck off.
You see a small thing of smoke from his footprints, like fiery footprints, and he's not there. The footprints disappear. Amos, what are you doing?
So I'm going to remove the mask from this woman, and I want to make, well, whatever check is necessary after I see her face. Is
Make
it
a
somebody that I
thievery check
remember?
to remove the mask.
A thievery check to remove the mask.
Hmm.
Did I use crafting?
No, you can do thievery or medicine.
All right, so I mean, I'm not going to roll a thievery check and screw it all up. So I would tug on it once, and if it didn't come off, I'd be like, "Hey, does somebody else know anything about taking this mask off?" And so I guess, who do I know in the city that would maybe use such masks?
These type of masks are more like party masks almost from like higher society, so like different galas where people wear masks because they think it hides their identity. You know that Twaddle and Consternation makes different things involving masks more for people's entertainment than anything else. 21, that's what you get with a 21.
Okay. It seems like everything always comes back to Twaddle and Consternation. One day I'm going to have to pay them a visit.
Gronklecon, what would you like to do?
Not that body. Not that body. I am going to.
Can we take